Now, page 4, the effort to build his wall. This phrase is such an insult to any thinking American. The Democrat Party, mainstream media cabal are mislabeling and mischaracterizing the president's effort to secure the southern border and build permanent border barriers. This is not his wall at the border. It would be our wall. Those barriers would be ours, paid for by us, built by us, in order to protect us, all of us. Curtailing illegal immigration benefits all Americans, Democrat and Republican alike. This should be the message from the White House. This is a nonpartisan issue. However, for some reason, the Trump White House has not been getting this and other important policy messaging out to the American people. The Trump White House has not produced a weekly presidential address for many, many months. Why? This is a free shot. The president sits down with a camera crew like I'm doing and talks directly to the American people. C-SPAN airs it, local radio and TV stations air it. It's a wonderful way to get President Trump's unedited, unvarnished policy to we the people, yet there has been none. On the other hand, and on the other side of the political spectrum, the Democrats produce a video each and every week. They never miss an opportunity to speak directly to the American people, delivering their anti-constitutional agenda on a weekly basis. Case in point, the senior senator from Vermont, Patrick Leahy.
Now, Democrats have always supported border security.
Stop tape. This actually is true. Back in the old days, when this gentleman was probably first in Congress, there was bipartisan, if you want to call it that, support for border security. How else could have Bill Clinton been able to, through his administration in the early 1990s, get Operation Gatekeeper done? And Operation Gatekeeper has been a wild success. Bill Clinton obviously was in favor at some point of some kind of border security and probably some kind of sane immigration policy. And then somewhere around the turn of the millennia, the modern Democrat Party was taken over essentially by radicals and a radical thought, and that is, hey, we need to have a wide open southern border so we can have people vote for us. It's kind of making a long story short, but this is the new business model for the modern Democrat Party. Open borders and coast-to-coast sanctuaries. This is what drives, this is the fuel of the modern Democrat Party. So yes, at one point, some Democrats were common sense, just like at one point, some Democrats actually were constitutional, and there were some conservative Democrats. Not anymore. I don't know of any. If anybody knows of a conservative Democrat, it's pretty much an oxymoron now. If you know of one, please write me and let me know. I'd like to know about one. Roll tape.
I came to the negotiations with that in mind.
Stop tape. Okay. Just a footnote here. This guy who's been in Congress for many, many years has a conservative review Liberty score of F, of course, but it's all the way down to 6%. He has an F 6% rating, which means the 94% of the time when he was out there voting on legislation, it has been anti-constitutional and certainly anti-conservative. He is part of the problem. He's been in Congress a very, very long time and been doing structural damage to our constitutional republic. Patrick Leahy is part of the problem in Washington, D.C. Roll tape.
It has to be smart border security.
Stop tape. What exactly do we mean by smart border security? See, they're playing semantics here. They're using terms to try and confuse the American people. Smart, of course, everybody wants smart border security. But what he's talking about is instead of a physical barrier, possibly someone out there flying a drone around. It's not going to stop the drug cartels. It's going to monitor the drug cartels, having a drone fly over, or sensors. Sensors are worthless. You have sensors in your house that go off when a bad guy is in there. It means it's too late, right? The bad guy's already in your house. You want sensors on the outside of your house, on the other side of the walls. You want to have alarms on the walls, i.e. your doors. That's what we need along the border. You want to put sensors down there? Fine, but put sensors along with a wall. As Donald Trump said, we're going to have a wall with a door on it. Of course, the doors are the ports of entry. The walls need to be in between the ports of entry. I know that sounds kind of basic. I know that sounds kind of kindergarten, but apparently we have to explain that to these geniuses in Washington, D.C.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One American News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One American News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.